Okay, so factoring polynomials where this term is not just 1. Okay, so again, this is a homework practice. So we want to make 2 sets of brackets, okay, 2 binomials. And I realize, everyone listening? Hey. I realize that this first term comes from the product of the first 2 terms here. 2 is prime, that's great. 2y and y, your only options. Okay? So if it's 2y squared, put 2y, that's it. Now, the last term has to come from the products of the last terms here in your binomials. So what are 2 factors of, again, this last term, which is 2? It's prime. So we've got, 2 and 1. So you don't know which one is 2 and which one is 1. So let's just give this a try. This is positive, so either this both have to be positive or they both have to be negative. Because we're adding up to a positive term, the best guess would be to say that those both should be positive. So this would be your guess. Now we do a quick FOIL to check, and we already know that the first terms are good. We know that the last terms are good. So what we need to really check is just the middle term, which comes from this product. So that's 2y. And adding this product, plus another 2y. So that's 4y. Is that the middle term in my question? No, it's not. So we have a bit of a problem there. That means that we have not factored this correctly. So we don't have to start all over, but what we could do is just simply switch these 2 numbers. So this is sort of where the trial and error comes a little bit in this factoring by intuition. Okay, not showing you the other method. We're not doing the other method in this one. We're just trying to see if we can figure out mental math and intuition how to do this. So now I check this. That's 4y plus y. That's 5y. Is that the middle term? Yes, it is. So if you have the middle term there, again, sorry, having computer problems again here today. That middle term is the same, then you have factored correctly, and this is then your final answer. Okay, so it's 2y plus 1 times y plus 2. All right, let's try b. Okay, here's b. Make 2 brackets. 2a squared. Okay, so that's 2a and a. That's easy. Now you look at the last term, positive 12. Well, that has several different factors, doesn't it? Sets. So we could have 1 and 12. We could have 3 and 4. We could have 2 and 6 even. So this is kind of where you have to if you can do mental math in your head, then you don't have to write down all this stuff down and check it and erase it and whatever. You can kind of take a look at this and say, what if it was 6 and 2? Okay, well, if I put the 6 here and I put the 2 there, this is 12 and 2. That adds up to 14. Is that right? Nope. So you just say, no, it's not this combination. Okay, so we'll take that away. Well, what if I switch that around? What if it was 2 here and 6 here? Does that work? That's 4 and 6. That's 10a. Nope. You see how this is working? So then what you do is you just try different factors now for 12. And 4 and 3. Let's look at 4 and 3. And remember, we have to add up to 11 here. So if I put a 4 here and a 3 here, and I make them both positive, now look at what I have. That's 8a and 3a. That is 11a. So that's what I'm looking for. Therefore, this is my answer right here. Okay? So I think, why don't you guys do D and F? Why don't you guys go through that, and I'll show you the answers to D and F on the screen here momentarily. Okay? So take a minute to try D and F. Okay, so here's D. Remember that a negative times a negative will equal a positive as well. So if our sum needs to be negative, that's a good place to try. So there's your answer there for D.